welcome to the PPVG Gamescast. My name is Steve.
Steve?
My name is Steve.
Oh.
What's your name?
Mo.
Mo. We are the passionate playing video gamers. In today's episode, we have our Gamescom preview. We will preview the third-party titles and the first-party titles, and then we'll have a little debate if E3 should turn into Gamescom. But we'll get into that later. But we're going to start off with the first-party titles. But let's start with the history of Gamescom. So it actually started in 2009. And last year's attendance in 2016 was over 345,000 attendees. E3 this year was over 68,000. And that includes the 15,000 open public tickets that started this year. So just get an idea of how big Gamescom is, since E3 is everything to us. With over 68,000, Gamescom had 345,000. It is Europe's biggest gaming expo, and it's from August 22nd through the 26th. So the strategy is the first day on the 22nd is media only.
Yeah.
So that's where the media gets in. They'll be able to have time so they don't have to wait in line with the public.
Yeah.
And then 23rd through the 26th, that's when it opens to the public. Which I like. One day, let's focus on the media so they get to do their jobs, get all the storylines, and then now let's get the fans in there.
Yeah.
So let's start with Microsoft. So Microsoft, they did state they will have a live streaming show on August 20th. So on the Sunday, they'll have a live streaming show. So no press conference. They have announced 27 playable Xbox One and Windows 10 PC games. And they will be showing the Xbox One X will be there. And that is big to me because a lot rests, I believe, during those 3 days with the media and the fans in attendance of if 4K is worth $500. I know you were kind of already off it after E3. You're off the ship.
I mean, that's a lot of people attending. If they don't hit it out of the park, I mean, that can be kind of a catastrophe.
Social media, yeah.
You got, what, like 61 countries attending that damn thing? Like,
yeah, I'm not sure how many countries.
It's
yeah,
like a shit ton of countries in there.
Yeah, a lot of countries will be
one of the markets
represented.
that they've had problems with is, Asia and...
Japan definitely.
And
Japan. Europe,
Europe is like...
They have been picking up.
It's here and there. But, Japan and the rest of the Asian market.
Because last week's episode, we talked about Assassin's Creed, on how that did not look... It could have been the color palette, but did not look that great in 4K. That's
not impressed.
Side quest video. Mm-hmm. Again, I was impressed with Shadow of War, and that in 4K, but again, am I really paying $500 for half the games to look good and the other half
to look like the same as everywhere else
with the palette? So that is, I believe, with Microsoft, is going to be huge for them, that they need to show that it is worth $500 and 4K is going to blow everyone out. Well, everyone's going to be impressed. If it's ho-hum, I'm seriously, after next week, if it gets some negative feedback from the fans that 4K isn't worth it, I would probably seriously debate of picking up the Xbox One X. Yeah. I know you jumped off E3, but after this, it would be my jumping off point. Because it's $500.
Yeah. Well, like I stated back then, is after watching what I saw, I wasn't really impressed. I know there's people out there that are impressed with it. I wasn't. It wasn't my general. They didn't reach out to me. It didn't grab me. So I'm putting my money towards the PC gaming, and I know they're gonna have some showcases on PC from the NVIDIA group there, showcasing what the new card is gonna be like, and I think that is gonna probably blow a lot of people out of the water because they've already been implementing 4K for a while now. So I want to see. That's my interest in Gamescom is the whole PC aspect. They're doing a whole thing on these new NVIDIA cards, and NVIDIA's the presenter.
And they are actually having, I believe, a press conference or live streaming as well.
Exactly.
NVIDIA.
So I want to see what they're showing, especially because I'll be buying into the... I already have a PC, but I'll be buying another upgrade. It's going to be like a full top model
Because instead of the Xbox One X, you're going to go with a 4K PC.
Yeah, that's high-end model.
It's Microsoft E3. You lost it.
Yeah.
All you needed was fucking show Battletoads, and you would have bought an Xbox One X. But
I would have
no,
enjoyed Battletoads.
you
Yeah.
dropped the ball.
But yeah, so I'll be going that route. So I'm excited to see what Nvidia is going to show on Gamescom. I know that Oculus Rift is going to share kind of the stage with them as well because it's all implementation of their whole virtual reality.
I love me some VR.
And I think Sony will showcase some VR stuff there too, just to kind of.
I hope.
I mean, with Oculus Rift being there, you should. You should. That would be the place to do it too.
And Microsoft with Crackdown 3 again did not have a very good showing at E3. And I know Crackdown 3 I think was actually shown first or premiered or one of the videos before E3. They actually showed in Gamescom a few years ago, and then it went dark for years. And so hopefully Crackdown 3 might have improved. That's their big launch title for Xbox One X. And I'm hoping that they actually announce Xbox One X pre-order date at Gamescom. Is when they said it's going to be close of when we can start getting pre-orders. So I think that will actually be announced. And I will probably reserve it, but it'll be hesitant. If it gets negative feedback, I'll be hesitant. But I want that pre-order just so because I can always drop it.
Yeah.
But this is going to be big for me, for Microsoft. They're showing with 4K. They have 27 playable games. Show what the Xbox One X can do. And keep Assassin's Creed in the dark. Now I know why there was a glare at E3. It all makes sense.
Oh, can you see the color specs on the graphics? I can't see shit because they have fucking sun glare. Yeah. Now we know why.
Yeah, now it made perfect sense. That was their strategy all along. That it doesn't look that different in 4K. So that's Microsoft, what they have. And Sea of Thieves. I know, Mo, you're very excited for Sea of Thieves.
Fuck that game, man.
That did not get us very excited. We might be in the minority in this, but it doesn't look enticing.
After the beta gameplay that I saw and that I witnessed, I just no.
Yeah,
and
I know some fans went crazy for it.
I've been following it since before E3, like for a while. I've been watching some of the specs and just beta gameplay and like developer notes and stuff. It's just. I was first sold when I like the concept. I was like, oh, pirates, yeah, and do this with your friends, and then I saw it and I was like, no, Legos is way better, and I love me some Lego games. I'll tell you that much, way better.
I like Lego.
I know.
Which one is your favorite Lego series?
You know what? It would have to be the Marvel.
Okay.
I like the Marvel. I played.
No Batman.
I didn't try it. I tried Indiana Jones. I did the Jedi, the Star Wars ones, and the Marvels, and I never got to Batman. I heard Batman was hysterical though. I should go back and play that.
I want to watch the movie. I haven't seen Lego Batman.
I heard that was hysterical as well.
It was funny.
Shit.
I already know Forza 7 is going to look beautiful in 4K. I want more than Forza 7. It's a fucking racing. It's going to look great. I'll probably pick it up for the wife, but I want the other games to entice me and sell me because I guess I had a lot of faith in 4K. We'll see if that faith continues after Gamescom.
We'll see.
So that's Microsoft. The ball's in your court again to show 4K is now. Then we'll move to Nintendo. So Nintendo will have two different live streams. It will be streaming Super Mario Odyssey. So have its own live stream on August 23rd. And then Metroid Samus Returns, which is a remake to Metroid 2, on August 24th. They will have actually gameplay. Gameplay stream, so they'll actually have some great gameplay. I am excited for Super Mario Odyssey. I was sold after E3.
I'm excited for both. I want to see, even after like the whole... Well, it continues after Metroid 2, correct?
No, it's a remake of Metroid 2.
Remake, okay.
Yeah.
Well, even so, like I'll still play that.
Which it was on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
So not... I don't believe very many people
experienced it, and it was one of the better games for Game Boy to have.
For Game Boy,
yeah. That'd be cool.
They did awesome. It for a Metroid Zero Mission. For Game Boy Advance, the Metroid, and then they remade it and called it Metroid Zero Mission, which I never beat Metroid on NES, but I bought Metroid Zero Mission on Game Boy Advance. I loved it. I also played Metroid Fusion. I actually used the Game Boy Player, which is underneath the GameCube. You can actually play Game Boy Advance on your TV. I had that hooked up. So they're going to have those gameplay live streams. can't wait to see what other more surprises they have for Super Mario Odyssey. I know that's a game we'll be picking up.
Pre-order and everything. It's already bought. I'm ready to go. Ready to play. I haven't had played a Mario game in like forever. I think.
And what was the last Mario game?
I want to say one that I fully played and completed was probably Mario 64. Be the last one.
Dang, we need to have a Mario Marathon weekend.
Yeah.
Get some Galaxy.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to play Galaxy after I started
Amazing.
using. Yeah, I heard it was, and even for like its technical capabilities and
For the
its
Wii?
graphics and everything. Yeah, it was a game that hit it out of the park. I keep hearing that. I always want to play it. Never got a chance to.
And Metroid Samus Returns releases on September 15th, so give a few more weeks. And it's on the 3DS. So it might be reason why to dust off my 3DS and might pick up Metroid Samus Returns. Because I've beaten Metroid Zero Mission Fusion. I think I beat them all except Metroid 2, like the main console.
Yeah,
This
the
might be
main
the
one.
only one I have not. Oh, Super Metroid. I got to the end. But I'm waiting for
Super-
the Super Nintendo Classic Edition. I played it. I loved it. For some reason, I didn't finish it on the Virtual Console when I got it, but I will finish it for the Super NES
Slacker.
Classic Edition. I am. That's blasphemy that I've not beaten Super Metroid. I've beaten all three Metroid Primes. I loved all three of them. And then also rumors that Nintendo might have Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Fire Emblem Warriors. I know those are your type of games.
I like Fire Emblem I like Fire Emblem just general for the RPG aspect. I know that they're going the Dynasty Warriors route for that, which those games are always fun. I mean, you just go and play 15, 20 minutes and just hack and slash the hell out of everything, do your powers, and have fun with it. I mean, who doesn't like those games? It can be kind of repetitive, but, I mean, you're not... I don't know. I always enjoyed them. I always enjoyed all the Dynasty Warriors as well. The other one was... what was the other game?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Xenoblade, yes. I wanted to buy that. I actually do want to dive into that one to play it. I have a friend that played it and beat it already, but I want to play it for on my console. I want it.
Selfish bastard.
I want it myself. So.
And hopefully, we'll see. I know there's a long shot if Nintendo actually announces its Virtual Console someday. I doubt they'll do it at Gamescom, but someday at every single gaming convention, that's going to be my guess, and I'll be right one of these times.
Nintendo Switch,
Of this
man.
Virtual Console. But
Killing me.
Nintendo Switch, so far now, let's see what you have for 2018, but the main focus will be Super Mario Odyssey. That is a jam-packed day, October 27th. We will get into that later as we talk about other games.
Yeah. They're going to have the Rabbids game in there from Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft's gonna do
Ubisoft,
that.
we have
Yeah.
Mario and Rabbids, which will come out soon, in a few
Yeah,
weeks.
soon. Yeah.
I can't wait to see, because you
I
might
got
be
it.
intrigued
I got it.
by that. And then Sony, the last of the first party. So Sony actually announced that they will be having a big media showcase event at Paris Games Week. And they are going to have a big press conference on October 30th.
Which is kind of surprising, but, I wouldn't put it past Sony. Sony's known for doing that stuff, too, for holding other some of the other press conferences and stuff like that, and other media outlets and stuff like that. So, we all expect to see Uncharted there. Of course, that's gonna be
A playable, yeah. So they are. Sony will still have a presence at Gamescom. They will still have rumored Gran Turismo Sport and Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Even though that is released next week, but still, let's get the fans some hands on. But Gran Turismo Sport and see how that looks. So they will have a presence, but they're gonna look like Paris Games Week and have a big event there, which I'm actually surprised because PlayStation Experience is usually in December.
Right.
October 30th, and usually the first week of December. So that's very close to have those two big events. I know that's Europe, and PlayStation Experience is usually in LA the last few years. Those seem very close to have big media events.
Maybe they're trying to, do a lot of the showcasing for the Paris event, and then come back for their PlayStation Experience and actually have some hands-on. Maybe they're trying to do that. Who knows? I mean, they're in the market for a lot of things right now. I just don't know what they're going to
Because they need a release date for God of War.
They do.
I predict that will be at PlayStation Experience because they said spring of 2018. So they need to have, unless it's being delayed.
I thought it would be March.
I predict March. Every single God of War Previous episode we talked about the God of War series actually during the E3, as in more than likely it will be March.
And away from a lot of other releases as well. I mean,
Yeah.
it would just be a smart release just for March or even February with the way that Horizon did. I mean, it just.
I think Far Cry 5 is going to take that spot in February.
And it would be smart. Give it somewhere in the beginning of the year where there's nothing else and people are like already playing their games from Christmas and also the holiday and Christmas break and all that stuff. And then once they're done, I mean, what else do they have to play? This will kind of hold them over for something else. And remarkable games, people are going to keep playing them. So, be a smart move.
And Oculus would be so hopefully they have some VR games
support.
Some support. I know they showed a few at E3, but I want to see more and have some release dates of what's coming in the future. Because Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul came out August 15th, today, Tuesday, when we record. I'll be playing that this weekend. But after that, I actually have no idea what other VR game. Oh, Doom.
Oh yeah, Doom. Yeah.
We'll actually talk about that.
Are you gonna be
later?
Are you gonna be terrified?
With Doom, I will be.
Because
I'm gonna
you'll be here by yourself
myself with Paranormal
and
Activity.
the dogs are gonna lick your legs and you can jump
just
the
scare
fuck
the
up.
shit out of me. So with these first party, what game do you want to see more of? Is there a game so far with Microsoft, Xbox, Xbox, Nintendo, or PlayStation that you want to see more of that might be shown at Gamescom that you might be on the fence, not sure if you're buying or?
For Xbox, I want them to sell me again. I want to see something like I'm not entirely opposed of Xbox or anything like that. I'm not one of those fanboys that like to play games. I just like games. That's what I like. I want to have an excuse to buy one. I mean,
so you're still open.
I want an excuse. I want that excuse. I want that opening. But E3 just sold me off, and then hopefully, if they do something here, I'm not trying to buy a whole bunch of indie games. I do that on my PC already. I want to see some actual, in-depth the quality for Xbox One X. I want those games that's just entitled to that system in general, so I can go ahead and buy it. I need that excuse. I don't see the product for it right now. So yeah, I'll give them a little bit of leeway, see what they come up with at Gamescom.
Time's running out. November 7th is coming here very close.
Yeah, and then they haven't even announced a pre-order for it.
Yeah, they've announced
whatsoever.
pre-orders.
So, I mean, I don't know what the plan is there. I'm excited for Nintendo. I'm excited for Odyssey. It looks amazing. It looks great. It looks innovative for a Mario game. I think.
Which it's already a day one for no matter what they show.
Yeah, I've already seen
Gamescom.
enough. I've already seen enough to where I'm like, wow.
Which I was already sold before, but after E3, I cannot wait.
Yeah. Uncharted, always a winner for me.
Next Tuesday, next week, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. You get to play a little bit. You go on your cruise. You leave the day after, so you can.
When I come back, I'll be picking up a shit ton of games. Let's just put it like that.
Which we'll get into later when we go balls deep at the end of the episode of how many video games you've been playing.
Oh, that hurts.
But I agree with you, Mo. Xbox One X, the fans are now getting a chance.
Yeah.
I know 15,000 at E3, but now we're gonna get more and see what Xbox One X is about. Time is running out.
Yeah.
Almost less than 2 months until it is released.
Coming up.
You need to create a need that gamers need to drop this amount.
I mean, yeah.
Well, $400. If you put in your Xbox One, you get $100 credit.
Yeah.
But I have troubles getting. I've been going back and forth. Like I can't. I kept every single system I've had. I don't think I'm gonna exchange it.
And I don't want to hear that bullshit. Oh, the people who got jobs. Everybody has jobs, motherfucker. Like, calm down. The people always like, oh, the people who got great jobs are gonna get it. That makes no sense. Like, okay, so everybody who has a great job is gonna get an Xbox One X, and they're never gonna play. It's gonna collect dust.
Just collect dust.
Need to have games.
So
and not indies.
That is our take on the first party companies and titles that will be at Gamescom. Please let us know in the comments below what you are looking forward to, and what is your take on the Xbox One X and the 4K graphics so far.